Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Glad you can join us. It's here a nice sunny day in the Ozarks. It is a little chilly, but at least we finally got some sunshine. I believe it's Thursday, December, 15th. But today we're going to be milling up some pine. We got a few orders to make some 4x8 cants and also some 1x10s. I've got quite a few, I think 100 1x10s to do. Not going to get it all done today, but I'm going to get started. I got to make 15 4x8 cants. I got I think 11 of them done already. I need 4 more, and then I'm gonna, in between, I got a couple logs for the 4x8 cants and a couple logs for 1x10s. So we're gonna be milling that. And here's the first log I'm gonna be doing, and some other logs. And over here I already got 11 4x8 cants done. You can see the frost on them. But so we got a lot going on here, and I'm gonna do some of these milling. And you know, before I get started, I was thinking on some things this morning, and I was going back to where I was studying last week in the book of Nehemiah, where Nehemiah was downtrodden because of the walls around Jerusalem were broken down and burned down, and he was very distraught about it because of his city, because Israel come out of the Babylonian captivity quite a few years prior. And the king, I think is to pronounce his name, Artaxerxes, the king of Persia, he was the cupbearer to the king, and the king was wondering why is he so downtrodden, and he explained to him that, you know, his city is in waste right now in disrepair. And so the king granted, you know, the Lord put it on the king's heart to help Nehemiah rebuild Jerusalem, and he got a grant to be able to go to the king's, the guy who managed the forest, Asaph, and I went to Asaph to go get some beams to be able to rebuild the gates of the walls of Jerusalem, you know, and I think that's fascinating. I think the timetable was around 444 BC, and boy, I really would love to go back in time and see how they logged the forest and brought the logs in and then milled the logs, and you know, even back then they built great structures, so that would have been awesome. But I think it's just fascinating that, you know, of how, you know, the timber industry even back in the BC time was probably something to be reckoned with, even as this King Solomon had to go into the, you know, with the cedars of Lebanon and to be able to build the temple that was a beautiful temple, for the Lord gave him the wisdom and the people to be able to craft it and to put together. But, you know, imagine them logging the cedars of Lebanon back, you know, 3,000, 4,000 years ago. That would have be a fascinating thing to see, because I think they really knew what they were doing back then, even as we do now. But I don't think they had the technology we have now, but they had a greater wisdom about them to be able to build them things. So I just was thinking on them things of back in time of them logging and doing the forestry, even in the biblical times. So that was on my heart today. I thought that I would share that. But today we're not making beams. We're just going to be making some I guess we got 4x8 beams, if you want to call it that. Really can't. And then some 1x10s. But I'm glad you can join us. I hope you're having a good and great and wonderful day. And we're going to get some sawdust flying. This log is 10 foot 2 inches, and the diameter on the big end about 20 and a half. It's about 18 from bark to bark. I'm going to work it down to a cant, to 10 inches by as much as I can get the other dimension, to be able to get as many 1x's as I can, 4/4 boards. Right now I'm going to do one more 4/4. Okay, I think that's about a wrap for this video. I'm still gonna continue milling. I got probably an 8-inch diameter pine log that I'm just gonna cut into maybe some 4x4s, and then another decent sized log that I'm going to try to get at least a 10x10 cant that I can get some more 1x10s. But so far I got 33 of the 1x10s done. I got all the 4x8s done and done for the other job, and they've come and picked that up. So it's a sunny Saturday, and I'm just glad you can join us. You can hear Callie meowing in the background. She's wanting food. I keep forgetting to bring her food down here. I had a little bit, but anyways, that's our Ellie. She's our sawmill cat. She's a feral cat that has migrated from our house down here. But today's going to be a wrap. I'm glad you can join us. I hope you're going to have a blessed and wonderful weekend, and I thank you for